Okay, so first of all, my memory is not that great, so I honestly don't remember much. But my childhood was, I would say, very basic, honestly. Like half of, not half, like a few years I spent them in Pakistan. That's where I was born, in Lahore. And my dad used to live in UAE. So most of my childhood, I felt kind of like away from my dad, and I that made me feel a little incomplete because I would see all my cousins and everyone with their dads, and for me, I would see my dad like once a year kind of thing. So I always felt a little, I would always miss my dad a lot. But then, once I turned 7, he brought us all to Dubai. And that's when I felt like, I could feel the roses and butterflies all around. And I was like, that's when I felt like I started living, my life properly. And I would spend all my time with my family. I don't remember much about friends, but mostly it was family. And then as I started growing up, it was more about friends. And then we would have really good time at school and go out and stuff like that. But in general, it was like a little bit, sweet and sour. But I was so happy because I was like, this is it. Because usually he would just come to Pakistan, stay for a month, and then come back to Dubai for his work. But when we entered the airport and I saw him, I just hugged him. Like, I just knew it. This is it. And then once we sat in the car and he was driving us back to our home in Dubai, it felt like a dream. Like, I can still remember that feeling I was feeling at the time. I felt so, like, at home. I felt like this is home. And yeah, it was just so emotional. Like, I was 7 at that time and I just felt all these emotions. It was amazing being able to get back to my dad, and then just knowing that this is it, we're all together finally. Because it always felt like I would see all my uncles, chachu, and everyone there with their family, and I would just be like, why don't I have it? Why do I always have to go with one of my uncles? And my mom always used to ask someone else for something. It just didn't feel right. And then once we finally came back here to my dad, it just felt so good. For me, the environment really didn't matter because all I wanted was to be with my dad. Because first of all, I was really young, so I didn't even know what's this transition happening. All I knew was that I'm just going to my dad. But I did notice that the schools were really different over here. So I really had to struggle with the English because back home in Pakistan, the schools weren't really promoting English much at the time, like, a few years ago. Now it's obviously way better. But back then it was a struggle. Like, we would all speak in Urdu. And as soon as I came here and everyone is speaking English, I was traumatized. I was like, I can't understand what is happening. So that was a huge transition for me. But then I learned English really, really quick. Like, my school was really good. They made me learn it. And yeah, but in general, I didn't really feel much except for the language because my main, concern was getting back to my dad, and that really felt good. I actually do. So Manal Muffin is my self-created name. Like, it wasn't a nickname or anything like that. I just came up with it. Oh, you wanted to ask me that? That's one of my top questions. Everyone has to ask me about that. But my nickname, my dad, okay, when I was a baby, like, I don't know, I was 6 or 5 when I was back home in Pakistan. My name was literally Mango. Call me or in Punjabi because I used to love mangoes. Like, I used to eat mangoes like crazy. And then they just started calling me Imagine, that's so funny. And then once I came here, I always have this habit of talking a lot, like non-stop, especially with my family. Like, I just keep talking. So my dad calls me Tota. That's so funny because, parrots just talk. So he has named me that. Was actually my Pakistan family, like the grandparents and all of those, like uncles and everyone. But Tota is still there. He just calls. He never calls me by my name. My dad. He would always like call me Tota. Come, you know. Yeah. Like no one can ever understand. Like when they see my videos or anything, they'd be like, "Why is he calling you Tota?" And I'm just like, "That's my name." Even on his phone, my name is that Tota. Oh my God, that was back in 2014, I guess. That's almost 6 years ago. Yeah, and we wanted to go this year, and then all the travel bans and pandemic, that happened. We wanted to go this year. We actually went for a wedding, so we ended up seeing everyone. But every time we go to Pakistan, we actually stay with our family, like both the families. Some days we spend at my mom's side, and then some days we spend our dad with our dad's side. So it's like it's always nice to go back home and then meet everyone, and then everyone is like, "Oh my God, you grew up!" I was just 18 and I got into modeling. So that was basically my face modeling. I used to model for my face for makeup artists. So they would take my face and then, just do their looks on me and then post on their pages. That was a trend in 2016 a lot. So actually it still is, but now people actually prefer doing it on themselves. But then makeup artists take different faces. So they want to show their makeup skills on different kind of faces. And then I did it actually for one of my friend, and then a lot of other makeup artists started asking me if I do modeling, and then I was like, okay, like I kind of like it, and that's where I started getting really interested into makeup. Like whenever they would do their makeup on me, I would get fascinated. Like, what is this? This is so good. Like how they would contour, and I started learning a lot, and that's what got me into makeup. And then Huda Beauty, obviously everyone knows her, the person who started the makeup. She was holding a masterclass in Abu Dhabi, in over here in UAE, and I really just got interested into it. Like I was like, I need to go there. I didn't really still have a lot of knowledge for makeup, but I just wanted to go. And I bought the ticket. Like my mom actually surprised me with the ticket. I know I was like shocked. How did she do that? Because like I wouldn't expect, the ticket was really expensive. Like it would be like around 2,000 US dollars, 1,500 US dollars, like that, for one makeup class for 3 hours only. But then it was Huda Beauty. So I bought, like my mom got it for me, and then I went, and I learned. I was just starstruck when I saw her, and then we took a picture together, and we got this huge goodie bag of makeup. So that makeup goodie bag costed over 2,000 US dollars. It had everything. It had makeup, skincare, brushes, literally all you could ever ask for. And then I took this heavy makeup bag with me and brought it home. And then it's just sitting there. It sat there for a whole month because I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know makeup. I didn't do clients. And I was just like, what am I doing with it? Um, and then that's when it just hit me. Why don't I try like recreating the look who the beauty taught in her class? So I recreated the look and then I filmed it on my iPhone and I just posted it. I just edited however I could and I just posted it on my Instagram. And then I posted it and it kind of got viral, I would say, because it got 10,000 views when I had like 600 followers. So I just got so excited. I was like, what? And I got a really good response, like from my family, from my friends. Everyone was so supportive. And that was the end of 2016. I would say it actually started in 2017 because in 16 I wasn't really taking it seriously. I was just like, I would post one day and then I wouldn't post for weeks. But then every time I would post anything makeup related, it would just blow up. Like I would get a lot of views. And that's when it hit me like I should be consistent. Then I started filming and learning, and then in I would say March of 2017, I actually went viral. Like I would hit 200,000 views, 300,000, stuff like that. And then I just kept going and going. So from 2017, it just like I blew up. And then every video would hit thousands and thousands, sometimes, and then I hit a million. That's when I was, whoa. Right now, it's 12 million on Facebook. But that's just a recent one. I recently posted an Eid makeup look and it reached 12.6 million. That's my highest. On Instagram, it's 3 million, and that's on my facial hair video. It's crazy. Like the fact that 12 million people saw it, I'm just like, how? That's typical Instagram. Honestly, they keep playing with the algorithm. So one day they really boost you, and then the next day you get no views. But back in the day, in 2017, 2018, Instagram was really good. It wasn't too saturated, I would say. So they were really promoting the makeup videos. And I felt at that time I was going viral regardless of what kind of content I would post. But then I myself took a break, and then when I got back, it wasn't the same. I would like, instead of 500,000 views, I would just get 100,000 or 80,000. It just kept going dropping, and then I was just like, it really I was very discouraged. Yeah, and then I became inconsistent, and I noticed because of the inconsistency, it really plays with your views and your engagement. But then I picked myself up, and then I was like, you know what, I don't have to focus on the views and the likes and all of that, just do what I love. And then it picked back up, it got back up, so I would say the end of 2018 and the beginning of 2019, yeah, it was really like flat. Yeah, I was like, what is this? Like, why am I getting discouraged because of views? So I started just posting every single day again, and I would just keep posting, posting until like I noticed, I'm getting my engagement back. So yeah, and then it's just typical of Instagram. They keep playing with different, tricks and things like that, their strategies. So you just have to try to think and play with them. I had done a lot of business collaborations, which I should have asked money for, but I ended up just doing it for free because I always thought that's how it works. So I had around 200,000 followers and I was doing things for free. We started off without any knowledge, and then we just tried to figure it out ourselves. We didn't know this was actually a career. Like I said, like it was a hobby. But now people who are coming into this field, they know they're here to make money. you know that's their main aim. For me, but honestly, alhamdulillah, like my aim still remains the same. I know I can earn money from this, but I still make endless content for free because I want to really help my followers. And like, it's for me, it's kind of like a service thing. I take it as a service. Like I want to teach them and make makeup easy for everyone, because still a lot of people don't have knowledge, and when they see my videos, they really learn it. I try my best to like show step by step. That's what I still have in mind, and this was my intention once I started learning myself, that I want people to learn from me and not just take it as any tutorial. And I think I ended up achieving it because a lot of people learned from me. I started gaining a lot of followers, and they would request me that we want to see this kind of look, we want to see this and that. That's when I was like, wow, people are really learning from me. I would get a lot of messages, and I would meet my followers, and they would say that we can relate to you. Like, your makeup is something we feel we can do. It's doable. Like, usually we see videos and we're just like, no, we can't do this. But every time we see your videos, it seems like it's doable. So that really made me feel like, what? Like, people are actually learning from me? That really hit me. And yeah, that was like that one moment when I felt that people are actually learning. And a while back, like I think 2 years ago, one girl met me and she told me she became a makeup artist because of me. Like because she's watching my videos, she started her own career, and I was like, what? That really, that like I my heart just melted. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. I do always get those questions, and I would, inshallah, hopefully, that was one of my plans for 2020 to come up with something. But then, because of the corona and the shipping issues, travel issues, a lot of things got delayed. But I would hopefully very soon come out with something, not makeup though, but something along the lines of beauty. We collaborate with a coffee brand because I love coffee, and this was like a dream come true when a coffee brand reached out to me and asked me to create a blend of my own. I was like, whoa. So that's like one of the highlight of 2020 for me when I actually ended up creating a blend of my own. So yeah, I was so happy. But the next step is inshallah something of my own. I think so at the time when I was like blowing up, getting reposted by Huda Beauty was the biggest accomplishment ever. And that was like my goal, that I need to get reposted by Huda Beauty. Back then, whenever Huda Beauty would repost your account, you would get tens and thousands, like 10,000, 20,000 followers in a day. Like real followers, because she has like 40 million followers. So obviously you would get a lot. So when she reposted me for the first time, I gained a lot of followers, and I started receiving a lot of emails from brands for collaborations. That's when it hit me that this is actually business. I always thought this was just for fun, like it's just videos, makeup, you get PR for free, that's it. But then when I got an email asking me to review something for them and they will pay me, I was like, you will pay? That's like, isn't this like you give me a product and that's it? They were like, no, like, how much do you charge? That's when I knew, okay, this is actually something. I always thought it was just a barter situation where they give you a product and then you just review it for free. I would say when Huda Beauty reposted me, this is when I found out this is actually work and not just a hobby. Literally, if it wasn't for my mom getting me the ticket, nothing would have happened. Like, I don't even know what I would be doing right now, honestly, because it was just that one video that really pushed me. And the video happened because of the makeup. It all connects. It's crazy how just one decision can literally change your whole life.